Yo! What's up, YouTube? It's your boy Dashing, and we back for another Yu-Gi-Oh! Duel review. So today we'll be checking out the last two videos for our Synchro event. We have two replays here, 5 turns. Pretty respectable turns, I guess. You know, if you're playing True Draco, you're not really winning like 2 to 3 turns. I think you can do 3, but 1 to 2 turns, not likely unless they scoop. Okay, I was kinda scared at this matchup because if you see, no extra deck, so it could be True Draco as well, but it's not. It's some pendulum shit. So Magical Citadel. Yep, we can just fast forward here. Power of Mastery. Yeah, you know. Okay, so it's an Endymion deck. I've heard about this card quite a few times. And how do we play this? So what does this card do? Does it have like a negate? Okay, so he can return one. He has like an Omni negate. He can negate the activation of a spell and trap by returning one card on the field. Okay. Alright, so this is a good play we make here. We activate Return, Chain Apocalypse. So the idea is to pop the Return, activate its graveyard ability, pop the Endymion, which works both ways because what's gonna happen is he'll negate the Apocalypse for sure. Destroy Apocalypse, but Apocalypse can pop it back. So let's see if that's what happens here. Returns that card, pops Apocalypse. Interesting. Why didn't it pop? That was supposed to pop. I have no idea why that happened. Anyway, you know. Weird. That was very weird. Oh, is it because the card was negated and because of that even its graveyard effect was negated? Is that how it works? So yeah, we tribute, return, pop that card because I think that card was like an Omni negate as well or something. Or it could like chain pop something. So yeah, we activate Monarchs here, and because of that, every card loses their like counters. Unfortunately, we couldn't use like the effect of Apocalypse because we already used earlier in the turn, and this is really a tough matchup because look at the field. I mean, he has 4 cards that has no ability, but we lost Dynamite. Dynamite was banished, and this is really the card that wins you game. So we're kind of going solo here. We're gonna hope that we can draw a monster card. So Monarch's Erupt stays on the field. If we lose Monarch's Erupt, we kinda lose the game. So yep. Activate Apocalypse, pop the Heritage. Okay, so I just realized the way it works is if this card is gonna die, he can just like offer one of the counters so it survives. So yeah, we're not gonna target that anymore. We're gonna target this card. Battle phase, we can just attack that card since that's like the most problematic from what it looks like. Activates this card. We just chain, get more resources. But what happens here? What does that do? Nothing. Okay. Okay, so he summons this card by removing spell counters, I guess. He attacks. We can pop return. And yeah, he didn't want to play onwards. I guess he didn't have a way of popping the Monarchs. That's what happened there. Interesting. Alright. So let's check out the other game. I mean, yeah, I get it. If you don't have a way of like destroying the mons as well as the monarchs, then there's no point continuing, right? Okay, so we're fighting Karakuri. This is a wild mon if I remember correctly. It has some interesting shit. Okay, summons 2 of those. Okay, so what this actually does is each time one of your mons changes position, like from attack to defense or maybe vice versa, or maybe just defense to attack, you can banish 1 card on the field. And he has 3 of those. So if one of these cards changes position, he can banish 3 of my cards on the field. So, a tough matchup, but our hand is pretty decent. We can just pop... Oh, he judgments. Okay. We can just pop one of his mons with the Apocalypse. Draw another 3, activate this card. Summon another Ignis. Now, this is what I didn't anticipate. I did not anticipate that. So this card, you can actually banish it, change the position of one of the mons, which means the 2 cards here will activate, banishing 2 of my cards. So I summon this card. So I think he made a decent decision to like remove disciples, because as you can see, we already have 3 cards here. We could return those and draw another card. So yeah, I activate Heritage, draw an extra card, and we end our turn. As soon as his turn starts, we go for there can only be 1, which means he has to like remove 2 of his resources. He actually banishes the monarchs, which kinda sucks, but it's fine. Activate Apocalypse, we destroy the return, meaning we can pop his card. Yep. And his turn. And at this point, I'm hoping he probably doesn't have much resources anymore. He like burned through his extra deck pretty significantly. We activate Apocalypse, pop his backline, go for an attack. We end their turn, and he probably just scoops here. Does he scoop? Yep. GG. Yeah, man. Like, if you want... Like, True Draco is such a good deck because it's gonna win you a lot of games even in these events, you know, like XYZ, Synchron, what do you call this? So I'll show you guys the deck itself. What the deck looked like. So yeah, obviously just 1 Maiden and 1 Dynamite. We just run 2 of these because it's kind of bricky. 3 Ignis, Terraforming, 3 Demise, 3 Duality. I only run 1 Desires, and that's even risky since we only have 1 Dynamite. Of course, Diagram, 3 of these, 3 of these, 3 Heritage, 3 Disciples. I only have 1 Droplet. I probably should add more, but True Draco is very resource reliant, so it's not really the way to go, but we'll see. I haven't tried it yet, so can't really tell. And you also have like the negates anyway. Waterfall, this is actually very good. I consider running more, but I don't really want to spend the resources since I'm already winning like 80-90% of the games anyway. So yeah, Imperm, just for like some form of disruption. It's only 1. Judgment, Strike, pretty good, pretty good. I actually have anti-spell over like IO, because I just don't like paying HP. The deck is pretty HP reliant due to like Strike, even though we only have 1 Strike here. Yeah, Rivalries, our Floodgates, Monarchs Erupt, Return, Apocalypse. and there can only be one. So yeah, this deck is gonna win you 80-90% of the games. For sure. For sure. The only bad matchups you'll have, like I said, is VW because of QB and mirror matches. Those are like the matchups where you're thinking, maybe I should scoop if I have like a bad hand. Otherwise, even if you have a bad hand, you can beat everything. Okay, it's definitely winnable. So yeah, that's gonna be the video. If you guys like the content, like, comment, subscribe. If you want to support your boy even more, links to Patreon down in the description, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Cheers.